Mr. Chairman, honorable committee members, thanks for taking us out of turn today. I'm here to testify with my colleague, Jay Livingstone, in support of a bill we filed, House 3662, an act authorizing independent retirement systems to divest from fossil fuels. The effects of global warming is the greatest threat facing us, our future generations, and our planet, and its impacts will affect all aspects of our lives, our health, our food, our homes, our security, and our finances. The effects of our continued support of fossil fuels are already costing Massachusetts taxpayers billions of dollars. And it's not kind of lost on me that over the past 2 terms that I've been here, we've spent billions of dollars in the legislature in bond bills to go to the effects of climate change and global warming. Just last session, we passed an $2 billion environmental bond bill. Just a couple of months ago, we passed a $1 billion GreenWorks bill. In large part, went to climate adaptation and resiliency. And so why are we passing all of this legislation to combat the effects of climate change that cost our taxpayers billions of dollars, while we continue to mandate that our public retirement systems spend our public dollars investing in the fossil fuels that are destroying our planet and costing us to do all of these massive, financially burdensome pieces of legislation that our tax dollars are paying for. And so this bill gives authority to the independent public retirement systems in Massachusetts to divest from fossil fuels. And again, this is an option. It's not a mandate. It's an option that our retirement boards can, if the boards choose, to divest from fossil fuels. And so we need our boards to be able to have this option, because a number of them have come forward with kind of local option pieces. And we want to just empower those boards that choose to divest to be able to do that. And so we need to align our climate goals with the use of public funds and not continue to contribute to a climate crisis by investing in fossil fuels. And just 3 years ago, the UMass Board of Trustees voted to support the UMass's Foundation's decision to divest its $770 million endowment from fossil fuel holdings. And in just last year, a study in the Global Finance Journal examined 3 portfolios and found that portfolios that divest from fossil fuels and invest in clean energy perform better than portfolios that invest in fossil fuels. And so an investment is the purchase of goods today for future gain, and if we do not divest from our dependence on fossil fuels, we will leave a bleak and possibly unlivable planet for future generations. So this is just, again, empowering our retirement boards, our independent retirement boards, the ability to divest, and I hope that we can move this bill forward and empower our boards to do so. So thank you to the committee for your diligence and consideration for this legislation. Pass it over to Jay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairs and members of the committee for listening. I too filed this House Bill 3662 with Representative Fernandes for a couple different reasons. As we all know, we're in a climate crisis. Every term that I've been here, we've done a major piece of policy to make Massachusetts' economy greener, to be a leader in the world, to try to save our world. And I think this bill fits into that model. But I guess what surprised me the most, as I've paid attention to this in my 6 years here, is I thought this would take care of itself, and that as these investments in fossil fuel companies underperform the market, that our pensions would divest themselves, that would be the financially prudent decision. But as you heard from Mayor of Somerville did that analysis, and they still weren't able to divest. So it's surprising that when somebody is doing that analysis to figure out that there is a class of an investment that they don't want their money in, that they would be doing better elsewhere, and that is the fossil fuel companies are in that boat. They're still not able to do that. And so I think for that reason, in addition to the statement it makes about where Massachusetts stands on the climate crisis, this bill is something that should be considered. So thank you.